I teach in the education department at Covenant College, both in the undergraduate program and in the graduate program. In many ways, I feel as though I have Covenant College in my blood. I grew up on this campus in many ways. My elementary school was located just across the street from the college, and we used multiple of the college's facilities for gym class or for Christmas performances. And so I spent a lot of time on this campus as a young child, and then came here to do my degree in early childhood education. It was some really wonderful years of my life. In God's providence, I found myself back here at the college after having taught in the public system here locally for several years. And my husband, who is also an educator, continues to work in the Hamilton County schools here in Chattanooga, which allows us to maintain close connections to the local schools. And this has proved to be a really wonderful connection as our own students are in and out of the schools locally. I completed my undergraduate degree in early childhood education and then taught for several years. I taught 7th grade for a few years and I taught 1st grade, and then completed my PhD at Mercer University in curriculum and instruction. Since being back at the college, I have taught multiple courses in the undergraduate program, currently teaching a course in children's literature, which is just super fun, and a course in teaching in a pluralistic society, where we take a look at what it means to teach in schools that have such dualistic perspectives on life and the world. I also teach in the graduate program the research sequence of courses to our students in the Masters of Arts in Teaching. The field of teaching, though in many ways a difficult calling, is also very fulfilling. In the years in which I was in a 1st grade classroom, one of my delights was to watch as my children learned to read, and the understanding, you could see it form in their eyes when all of a sudden things made sense. It was such a wonderful opportunity to watch the Lord work in their lives, and as they grew incrementally from day to day, it was a delight and pleasure to be able to witness that from such a close perspective. For many of our students, education is something that has been growing in their minds since they themselves were young children. Often they tell us stories of playing school with their dolls or with their younger siblings, and they're trying to determine whether or not the calling of teaching is right for them. One of the benefits of our program is that very early on, often in their very first semester, they take a course, Intro to Teaching, in which they spend time in the local schools. And this opportunity is often very affirming. It either helps them to be assured that yes, teaching is the right calling, or it does the exact opposite, and their experience allows them to say, I'm not sure teaching is what I want to do. And so that's really good information to have early on in a career, to be able then to select the courses that you're going to take, the pathway, whether or not you want to major in education or maybe in another field. So I encourage any of you who are thinking about teaching as a career to come to Covenant and take Intro to Teaching very early in order to gain that exposure to the classrooms and help you to think through whether or not the Lord might be calling you into a field of teaching. If you have questions or you want to talk more about how Covenant College works or our teaching program, I would love to find a time to speak with you directly, and you're welcome to contact me, and I'd love to just chat with you about what our programs have to offer.